The lack of rain between September and November last year has caused a dry spell in Oromia, Somali and the southern regions of Ethiopia, which are important areas for raising livestock.
The federal government as well as the regional government have been providing food and non-food emergency aid for the people. As I mentioned earlier, those who have been affected by the current drought. The food contains the cereal, pulse, oil and CSB, nutritious food for children under 5 and lactating and pregnant women. The non-food part contains the emergency health service, water supply for human being and livestock, as well as forage supply for the livestock and other education materials.
The Food and Agriculture Organization warns that over 5 million more people residing in these areas are at risk in 2017.
The first needs are to provide or to save the core breeding animals. For that purpose, it's important to bring supplementary feed to food to these animals, and also to provide water, because the issue of water is very critical. And the third thing is to support these communities to save their livelihoods, and save life. So, as for this purpose, we think that as a FAO, it's very urgent to provide income for those communities. One way is we are promoting commercial and slaughter destocking.
Thousands of livestock are reported to have already died.
As long as we are living in the changing climate condition environment, it is most likely to have such type of drought in the coming years, so that we have to be well prepared, and support from our partners, international community, should be on disaster risk reduction part, because mainly when we see the current drought in the pasture area, it is water shortage, so that we have to work heavily on water development.
This challenge comes as the country is still recovering from the 2016 drought caused by the El Nino effect, recorded as the worst ever in Ethiopia in decades.
After the El Nino drought, we as FAO, we think that it can take 3 to 4 years for the affected communities to recover. So they are in the process of recovering when this drought also came. So it will worsen a little bit, it will worsen the situation. But because of government and partners, they have already experience and they have already all the system in place to address the situation. I think that the situation will be handled very quickly, as we have all capacities.
The government has requested that the health sector oversees possible disease outbreaks in the drought-affected regions. The government says it is currently using its own resources to support the victims of the drought, but agencies like the Food and Agriculture Organization have already started diverting funds from their previous projects into the affected areas to support animal health and feeding programs. Coletta Wanjohi for CGTN in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.